All right, welcome in everyone to another deep dive. You know how this works.
Yeah.
You give us some intriguing material, and we roll up our sleeves and get to work extracting the golden nuggets of knowledge for ya.
Exactly. Turning information into insight. That's the mission.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And this time around, we're diving headfirst into the world of construction.
Always a fascinating sector, full of innovation and, let's be honest, some serious heavy-duty machinery.
Oh yeah, we're talking steel, power, and building the world around us. And the source material for this deep dive is a catalog, a rather comprehensive one at that, from Menegotti, North America. It's their 2025 lineup, and let me tell you, they've got some serious equipment in here.
Catalogs are like time capsules sometimes, aren't they?
They really are.
A snapshot of a company's offerings at a particular moment.
And this one is a window into Menegotti's history and their current focus, which seems to be all about efficiency, durability, and creating equipment that can handle some really demanding tasks.
Those are definitely key qualities when it comes to construction. You need tools that are up to the challenge, built to last, and designed to make the work as efficient as possible.
Absolutely. So our goal today is to understand not just what Menegotti offers, but what their offerings tell us about the company itself.
Their evolution, their priorities, and what makes their equipment potentially stand out for someone looking to invest in, let's say, a concrete mixer or a compactor.
Exactly. So you handed us this catalog, and honestly, it's like opening a history book of construction tech alongside their current innovations. What immediately grabs your attention as we start to dig in?
Honestly, just flipping through these pages, it's more than just specs and product names. You can almost feel the weight of this company's history. It's a tangible representation of a company's journey, And what's fascinating here is tracing the through line from their beginnings to where they are today.
Right.
This catalog offers us a unique vantage point to see how historical decisions and innovations have shaped their present-day offerings.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning then. The catalog tells us Menegotti started way back in 1940 with Mrs. Maria Kanzler Menegotti and Mr. Erwino Menegotti simply wanting to build their own business.
It's a classic entrepreneurial story, right?
It really is, and it's revealing. They started by manufacturing axes and horseshoes. Think about that, very basic fundamental tools. It speaks to a grounding in practical, hands-on craftsmanship. It wasn't about complex machinery right out of the gate. It was about understanding fundamental needs.
Right. Not exactly the sophisticated construction equipment we're seeing in the bulk of this catalog, but then the pivotal moment, the introduction of their first concrete mixer. That's a pretty significant gear shift.
Exactly. That's the inflection point, where you see the company's focus start to narrow and deepen within the construction sector.
Yeah.
It's them recognizing a growing demand and applying their manufacturing know-how to a more specialized piece of equipment. That first concrete mixer likely laid the foundation for everything that followed. And that foundation seems to have been pretty solid. Decades later, somewhere between 1980 and 1990, they opened their first international branch in Atlanta, Georgia. That's a huge leap from a local operation to a multinational one. What does that kind of expansion tell us?
That's a major statement of ambition.
Right.
And confidence in their product. Expanding into a significant market like the U.S. signals that they believe their equipment could compete on a global scale.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the product itself, it's about adapting to different market demands, different regulations, a crucial step in becoming a truly international enterprise.
And then in the 1990s and 2000s, they started launching Menegotti Handling and Menegotti Garden and Farm. Looks like they weren't content with just construction. What's the thinking behind that kind of brand diversification?
That suggests a strategic move to leverage their core manufacturing capabilities across different but related sectors. So, they've likely built expertise in areas like mechanics, materials, and these new brands allow them to apply that knowledge to a broader range of products. It's a way to potentially mitigate risk and tap into new customer bases.
Fast forward to the last decade or so, and the catalog emphasizes things like innovation, sustainability, further product diversification, professionalizing management, modernizing their plants, and even launching a steel processing division. That's a lot of evolution in a relatively short time.
It is, and it speaks to a company that's actively looking towards the future.
Right.
The focus on innovation and sustainability, that's not just buzzwords, It suggests they're investing in research and development to create more efficient and environmentally conscious equipment.
Right.
Professionalizing management often streamlines operations.
Right.
And the steel processing division, well, that could indicate a move to control more of their raw material supply,
Ah, interesting.
potentially impacting cost and quality.
They also launched a foundry division and started exporting around the same time as that first U.S. expansion, between 1980 and 1990. It really paints a picture of a company with serious growth aspirations, and now they're in over 40 countries. It's worth highlighting again. A Brazilian company making a significant mark globally.
Absolutely. The foundry division would give them greater control, over the production of key metal components, potentially enhancing the quality and durability of their machinery.
Right.
And starting exports. That's a clear indicator of their products gaining international acceptance, competitiveness.
The catalog also mentions Menegotti becoming a leader in Brazil's concrete mixer segment during the 90s and 2000s. That kind of domestic dominance must have been a huge advantage.
It provides a strong home base, right? Allowing them to refine their products, build a reputation, and generate the capital needed for international expansion.
Right.
Being a leader in a major market like Brazil gives them credibility and experience.
Yeah, it translates well globally. Okay. Bringing us to today, they've got over 700 people working across 4 production plants, 3 in Brazil and that one in Atlanta. Plus, they're manufacturing both the components, the cast and machine parts, and the finished machinery for construction. It seems like a pretty vertically integrated operation. The catalog even mentions Menmac, Menfer, and Mentec units, hinting at further specialization, though we don't have the specifics on those right here.
Right, so that level of integration, handling both component manufacturing and final assembly, that can lead to greater quality control and potentially more efficient production processes. The specialized units, they likely represent different areas of their expertise or product lines, allowing them to cater to specific needs within the broader construction industry.
Okay, so we've got a good sense of where Menegotti comes from. Now, let's get into the equipment itself, starting with their concrete mixers.
Oh, let's do it.
The fast mixer immediately grabs attention because it's designed for concrete, mortar, and stucco, claiming to handle over 3,900 pounds per hour. That's a serious amount of material.
That is. The fast mixer appears to be engineered for high throughput, right, and versatility.
Yeah.
The adjustable water input is a key feature here, allowing for the precise mix consistency needed for different materials.
Right.
And that powerful electric drivetrain, a 370W motor delivering 120 RPM, suggests it can handle demanding mixing tasks efficiently. And, the IP55 rating on that motor, that means it's well protected against dust and water ingress.
Oh.
Crucial for durability on a construction site.
And it's built with 11-gauge steel. For someone who might not know, what does that thickness signify in terms of durability?
So 11-gauge steel, that's quite robust. It's about 3 millimeters thick. That level of steel construction indicates a mixer built to withstand the rigors of regular use. Potential job site hazards.
Right.
It's a sign of durability and longevity.
The catalog also highlights one-person operation and ease of cleaning and maintenance as labor-saving benefits. Those are always big pluses on any project. Plus, they call it professional grade, DIY-friendly, and make a bold claim about the drum volume being 2x compared to a closed competitor. That sounds like a significant advantage.
Absolutely. Streamlining operation and minimizing downtime for cleaning and maintenance. That directly impacts productivity, right?
Right.
And cost effectiveness. A larger drum volume means fewer mixing cycles needed for a given amount of material, saving time and energy.
Yeah.
That 2x claim, well, it suggests a real focus on maximizing efficiency for the user.
Moving on to the line new concrete mixers, these seem designed for a range of production needs, from individual contractors to larger operations making concrete products. And they all include a tow bar, which is a practical touch for transport.
Yeah, definitely makes things easier.
The 11 Kia Literafit heavy-duty model really stands out with its 14-year steel-reinforced drum base and those extra reinforcements on the chassis and yoke arm. That sounds incredibly tough.
It does. The Line New series looks to be built for, more demanding continuous use.
Yeah.
That thicker steel, especially in critical stress areas like the drum base and chassis, indicates a focus on durability and the ability to handle heavier loads in tougher conditions.
And they mentioned that the ring gear is segmented. Do you know why they would do that?
That's a clever design.
Yeah.
So if a section of the gear wears out, you only need to replace that part, not the entire ring.
That makes sense.
Saving time and money on maintenance.
And it also says the center of gravity is balanced, which I imagine is helpful.
Absolutely. Contributes to stability during operation.
They also mention a 14 Carafti model in the line new series, though without specific details. And this interesting polydrum feature. Apparently, these corrosion-resistant, lightweight polydrums are easy to handle and clean, making them a great option, especially for rental flights. That's a smart niche to consider.
Precisely. So polydrums offer significant advantages in terms of reduced maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Because of the corrosion resistance, and easier handling because of the lighter weight.
Right.
For rental companies, the durability against the elements and the ease of cleaning between uses, particularly valuable.
Makes sense.
But, one might consider if they offer the same level of abrasion resistance as steel in very demanding applications.
That's a good point. Then we have their wheelbarrow concrete mixers, the 5Q FET models. They offer both electric and belt-driven versions. The electric one has a plastic engine cover and a tubular frame, while the belt-driven one emphasizes quiet operation, making it good for indoor or tight spaces. Both are geared towards smaller projects.
So these smaller, more portable mixers, they cater to a different segment, right? Projects where large volumes of concrete aren't needed and maneuverability is key.
Right.
The electric version offers straightforward power, while the belt-driven model's quieter operation is a significant benefit in noise-sensitive environments.
Makes sense.
They're designed for convenience and ease of use on smaller-scale tasks.
Let's switch focus now to their compaction equipment.
Okay, let's compact things down a bit.
They have rammer compactors, the Ram 65H and 70H, plate compactors, MPC 80 and MPV 100, and reversible plate compactors, MPR 2500 and MPR 3500. The rammer compactors are all about saving time, reducing effort, preventing settling, and creating a solid base. They even talk about operator comfort. The Ram 70H can compact down to a pretty significant 60 inches deep. What kind of projects would need that level of compaction?
So rammer compactors, they excel at delivering focused, deep compaction, right? Making them ideal for trench work, compacting around pipes and foundations and in confined areas.
Right.
That 60-inch depth capability of the Ram 70H, that would be crucial for achieving proper soil density in deeper excavations, ensuring the stability of the ground.
That makes sense.
And the emphasis on operator comfort, with features like anti-vibration handles, that's important for reducing fatigue and improving safety,
Right.
especially during prolonged use.
For shallower compaction needs, like preparing for paving or working with sandy soil, they have the plate compactors. These feature high-frequency vibration and Honda engines, which are known for their reliability. They even have a water sprinkler system. The MPV 100 boasts a compaction area of up to 7,000 square feet per hour. How does that high-frequency vibration translate to better compaction?
So the high-frequency vibration essentially helps to settle and consolidate the soil particles more effectively by reducing the air voids. Think of it like shaking a container of sand. It allows the smaller particles to fill the spaces between the larger ones. The water sprinkler is useful for dust suppression and can also help to bind certain types of soil for better compaction. That 7,000 square feet per hour figure, that highlights the efficiency of the MPV 100 for larger surface areas.
And then for small to medium-sized jobs, they offer the reversible plate compactors. These have fully hydraulic displacement and vibration. The MPR 3500 can compact down to almost 16 inches and cover up to 900 square meters per hour. What's the advantage of having reversible movement in a plate compactor?
So reversible plate compactors, they offer greater maneuverability, right? And control, especially in confined spaces. The hydraulic system allows you to easily move the compactor forward and backward over the same area without having to physically lift and turn it, increasing efficiency and reducing operator strain. They're well suited for things like compacting trenches, working close to walls, and even for some asphalt repair work.
Let's move on to some of their other equipment. They have mortar mixers in 9 and 7 Carafti sizes, designed with a strong structure for better mixing. They mention a unique 2-stage tilt lever. What's the benefit of that kind of design?
So mortar mixers need to produce a consistent workable mix, right? The robust structure and horizontal rotating blades, they ensure thorough homogenization of the materials. That 2-stage tilt lever, that's a practical ergonomic feature. It allows for a controlled and easier discharge of the mixed mortar.
I see.
Reducing strain on the operator.
For cutting concrete floors cleanly, they have the MPC 350 and MPC 450 concrete cutters. These have powerful Honda engines and features like a hose adapter for dust control and an emergency stop button, which is always good to see.
Yeah, safety first.
The MPC 450 can cut up to 6.5 inches deep. What makes a good concrete cutter stand out?
So a good concrete cutter, it needs a powerful and reliable engine, which Honda's known for, right? The blade quality and stability of the machine are also crucial for achieving clean, precise cuts.
Yeah.
Features like the hose adapter for water cooling and dust suppression.
Right.
Not only improve the quality of the cut, but also enhance safety and reduce cleanup.
Makes sense.
The cutting depth capability, that dictates the range of applications the cutter can handle.
To help with pouring concrete, they offer the MGTO series high-frequency concrete vibrators. These have an electric motor and come in different lengths. The plug-and-play coupling sounds convenient. Why is it important to use a concrete vibrator?
So concrete vibrators are essential for removing air pockets trapped within freshly poured concrete.
Okay.
This process, called consolidation, leads to a denser, stronger, and more durable final product. The high-frequency vibration helps the concrete flow and fill all the forms evenly.
Right.
And a plug-and-play coupling,
Yeah.
that simplifies setup and makes it easy to switch between different vibrator shaft lengths,
I see.
depending on the job.
Finally, they have power trowels, the MPT-36 and MPT-46, for getting that smooth finish on concrete floors. They highlight a strong transmission, an adjustable handlebar, and an emergency safety switch. The larger MPT-46 has a wider diameter for covering more ground. What's the key to a good power trowel finish?
So a power trowel is all about creating a smooth, level, and durable concrete surface. Right? Key factors include the power and reliability of the engine, the stability and maneuverability of the machine, and the ability to adjust the blade pitch to achieve the desired finish.
Yeah, makes sense.
Features like a robust transmission ensure the consistent delivery of power, while an ergonomic handlebar reduces operator fatigue and the emergency safety switch. Well, that's a critical safety feature.
Of course.
The different diameters allow you to choose a size appropriate for the area you're finishing.
So as we conclude our deep dive into the Menegotti North America 2025 catalog, it's clear this isn't just a company listing products. You can see a long history of development and a wide range of equipment designed to meet various construction needs. From those early axes to today's advanced machinery, their evolution really underscores a commitment to staying relevant and meeting the demands of the industry. They state their core values are ethics, a humanitarian approach, and quality, along with their mission to shape a better, more sustainable future. Gives you a sense of the company behind the equipment.
Absolutely. This catalog showcases a company with a deep-rooted history of manufacturing and a forward-looking approach to innovation. Their focus on durability, efficiency, and practical features across their product lines, that's quite evident.
So for you, our listener, the key takeaways from this deep dive are Menegotti's impressive journey from basic tool manufacturing to a global presence in diverse construction equipment. Their catalog clearly demonstrates a focus on building durable and efficient machines, whether it's the versatile fast mixer, their heavy-duty concrete mixers built for tough jobs, or their comprehensive range of compaction equipment tailored to different soil types and project scales. We hope this has provided you with a clearer understanding of their offerings and highlighted some of the key features and applications that might be relevant to your needs when considering reliable and versatile construction machinery.
And their long-standing presence in the industry and global reach, that suggests a company with the experience and infrastructure to support their products.
Here's a final thought for you to consider. Reflecting on Menegotti's transformation from crafting simple tools to engineering advanced concrete technology, what other long-established industries might be on the verge of similarly significant shifts driven by changing needs and technological advancements? It really makes you think about the potential for innovation in unexpected places.
It certainly does. The evolution of industries is a constant process, and Menegotti's story offers a compelling example of adaptation and growth.
Thanks for sharing this insightful catalog with us. Until our next deep dive, keep those interesting sources coming. We'll be here ready to break it all down for you.
Always a pleasure.
Take care.